This conversation all started about Andrew Tate, and a bunch of people asking me my opinion on him. And I'm basically sitting here and telling people who are trying to argue with me. You obviously want to get attention. I don't. You think you've told me. I mean, okay. Well, I'm not going to go into that. I'm wicked. Thanks. You're coming across as a victim. I'm not saying I'm a victim. I'm not sitting there going, I'm a victim, feel sorry for me. I'm arguing. I'm debating a point with a bunch of misogynists because I'm trying to maybe click in anyone's fucking brain that you cannot go around talking about abusers like they're gods. Because he's not. How about I keep my legs closed? I don't sleep with many people. I sleep with people I'm in relationships with. Now, is that not okay? Is that not okay? Because I'm a woman. Because I'm a woman, I'm not allowed to sleep with people. Most men don't abuse. I'm not saying most men do. I'm just saying we are idolising Andrew Tate, who is a god. Everyone's like, he's a god. No, he's an abuser. I didn't have a lot of accidents. I've mentioned one accident. Whoa. God, this is honestly stressful. Can you guys just chill? I'm trying to read the bloody comments. Okay. See, I'm looking and seeing this, right? And I'm sitting here and I'm saying, most of the people in this comment section are obviously agreeing with Andrew Tate, and there's like one or two men who are saying Andrew's not a victim. Promoting him, this conversation happened because everyone started arguing with me. I'm not saying, I know I'm allowed to do what I want, and you're also allowed to disagree with me. I'm not saying you're not allowed to disagree with me. I'm saying just don't push your misogynistic ways on me and try and make me feel awful for something that is not completely my fault. He lies for promotion. I agree. I thought I was pretty convinced he was a character. This is what I'm saying. It's really interesting. I don't understand why, I do think a lot of people, even if he's still a character, he's still influencing people, and not everyone's going to think he's a character. Men are weird. I'm not saying all men are weird. This is what I mean. Men say they're always treading on eggshells. People say, treading on eggshells. I can't say anything about women without being trash. And I'm like, I get that. But it's the same for us. We can't say... I agree. Men can be overhated sometimes. But I also think you don't help yourselves. You don't help yourselves in what you say. I think, the whole Andrew Tate thing is a very interesting social thing that's saying anyone will follow anything if they agree with one of the things that person said. So, I don't know. This comment section, you're all proving my point. There's no way I can... You see fat gamers attack him and real men. But define real man. Define a real man. Tate isn't a happy man. Yes, I know he's not, but he doesn't excuse it. Yeah. Yeah, he can still be a bad person even though he said the odd thing that's right. He's just a bad person. Strong, have deep voices and don't make excuses for weakness. Interesting. Yeah, I agree. There's no real man. You know, people always say about real men. You know, my dad was a real man, but he left. So he's not a real man. My dad is a sensitive, quite caring, you could say effeminate man, but he's never left me, and he's always put effort into being, very close with me and trying to teach me that just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I have the right to be mistreated. And this is what I'm saying. There's no point in saying that real men are strong and tough and deep voices, because real strong tough men are a lot of the time absent fathers. So my dad is a therapist, and he works his arse off, but he also cares about people and listens to people and is an emotional person because he cares. Just because he's not seen as a big, strong man doesn't mean he's any less of a man. Real men, a man is just a man. I'm going off what you guys are saying. Real men respect women. Ba-ba-ba. Am I smart? I'd say I am. Academically, yes. It does make me quite... I feel like anything I say, literally anything I say is going to be turned into something bad. And, if I say the term real men, everyone's going to go, well, you can't say that. And it's like, well, you said that three comments ago. I just feel like it's really difficult for a lot of young men who agree with Andrew Tate. I feel like it's hard. Honestly, it makes it, People always say to me that, a real man is someone who beats their woman. That's not a real man, that's a deeply insecure man who has no... They're just, if you're a deeply insecure man, you're going to beat your woman because the only time you feel strong and powerful is when you're doing something to another human being that is detrimental. That's it. I wouldn't even say I could define a real man. There's no point. I'm going to get attacked for it either way, but I think a real man is someone who is respectful. That's it. I'm bisexual. I've been in relationships with women. I'm not saying all women are good and all men are bad. I'm not saying that. Extreme feminists have created people like Andrew Tate. I think extremists, feminists, are bad people. They're trying to erase men and replace them with women. I'm not saying, but the word feminist is different to extremist. define a woman. A woman. A man respects his own. You're owed nothing. I'm not saying women are owed anything. I'm saying be a decent human being. And to show another human respect is the same. Women are no less of human beings just because they're women. People can't seem to think that. Nobody is owed respect or protection. A man protects and respects his own. I haven't been protected or respected by boyfriends in my past. In your opinion, if I'm going by what you're saying, I'm his own. But I'm not shown respect or protection. So, hi. Hi Kurt, hi Linda. That's not my choice of partner. I've been hurt in the past and I've had some really good relationships in the past. Doesn't mean any of these things. So, if you're sitting here and you're telling me that I'm dating the wrong guys and I need to date men who beat me, I don't know what you want me to say. Yeah, it's a two-way street. You protect each other and you build each other up. That's what relationships are. It goes both ways. Am I an emo? I wouldn't say I'm an emo. Women need men and men need women. True. You can say that I've made poor choices in life. I would say a lot of other people's poor choices have deeply affected me. But it's hard. I never said Tate would want to beat me. Dating a guy, if a guy claims he'll respect you, most likely he won't. Because to say to a woman, I will respect you, as a way of flirting, doesn't mean, most likely they won't respect you. They will use it and go, well, I'll respect you. And it's like, okay, prove it to me. Actions speak louder than words. Just because, Have I been convicted? Have I been to court of law? No, because I'm a woman and no one believes me. I'm also diagnosed mentally ill, so it's hard. Because I have depression, if I would go to a court of law and listen to people trying to prosecute someone who's done something to me, if I have no proof, I am automatically labelled fake and a liar, an accusationist. Did my dad diagnose you? No, he's a recent therapist, not me. You can tell what they're like by how they treat others. Yep. Hi, Tia. Getting beat is not part of a relationship. Yep, thank you, Kurt. You're so right. I know this. I'm just trying to see what other people think. No, you don't have to agree with someone to respect them, but you also don't have to hit them around the face if you don't agree with them. This is the line. People are crossing the line. The whole subject is such a grey area because anything we say in defence of ourselves is turned against us and used as a way of going, well, you said this once. Yeah, and you guys have said a lot of things, a lot of times, but we're not going to hold it against you because there's nothing we can bloody do about it. Have I ever been SA? Yes, a few times. Why'd your dad leave? Don't ask me. Erase all this being a true man or true woman. It's dumb. Just be a good human being. Exactly. We are. People say that we're creating diversity between two genders that need to be. We need to work as a team. We need to work together to make the world better. But it's just a war between us at the moment. And it's kind of annoying. Have I ever been hit? Yup. I nearly had my nose broken, but yeah. We've got to take away the rights of a woman. They can't buy a phone or use one without a man. Well, that's interesting. Women can shame men, but if it's the opposite, we get crucified. I'd say women shame men in defence of being shamed themselves. Men just take it. What my experience is as a woman dating other women. Very different. They differ. Women are very different. We're a lot more intensive relationships if it's two women. It can be harder than dating a man sometimes. But it's just like dating men. Everyone's different. If you come from a place of being a victim, how can you enjoy life and trust people? I wouldn't say I'm coming from a place of being a victim. I have trust issues that have been ingrained in me since I was a very young child. That doesn't mean that, in your opinion, me playing the victim is going to make me any less of to be able to enjoy life. I'm enjoying life either way. You've been beaten up before, but you probably deserved it. There's a difference between being beaten up and being in a fight, or just even being beaten up as a man. You know, it's equally as bad, but if a beating his girlfriend because she's done something that he doesn't like, you know, a woman's not going to sit there and go, I deserve it, are they? Women are more likely to cheat on their partner. I've seen this. I've had actually a few boyfriends who have told me that this is a fact, which it's not. It might be a percentage in some random place in the world, but in my opinion, from my experiences with my girlfriends and people I know and my people I surround myself with, I don't know a single woman who's been in a relationship and she's thought about cheating over her boyfriend. In every relationship I know, I have sisters, I have friends, I have cousins, and all these women, like starting from age 12 to 30, have all, the ones who've been cheated on, have never considered cheating. I think it's unfair to say that women are more likely to cheat on their partner when actions speak louder than bloody words. Gender is a binary. I'm worried about things that don't affect me. They do affect me, because if I'm going out into the world and getting into a new relationship and I see my boyfriend follows Andrew Tate, but I'm a little bit too deep into the relationship to leave, then I'm a bit fucked, aren't I? Because, you know, men don't show their true colours, if their true colours are good or bad, until quite into a relationship. The same as women. We get comfortable. When you get into a relationship, you begin to get more comfortable with people. Yeah? Okay. Girls taunt guys all the time. Maybe they probably fucking deserve it. I know, as God put women in men. Cool. Is it sexual assault if you like it? If it's not consent, it's sexual assault. End of story. I'm not even going to debate that. You're sensitive. I'm saying men are sensitive because you freak out when a woman says anything that you disagree with, but then will defend yourselves with, what if we don't agree with you? We're allowed to not agree. It's like, no, you're allowed to not agree with me, but if I don't agree with you, you have to throw a hissy fit. I don't feel bad for me. I didn't even bring this up. Girls are sneaky with cheating. Doesn't mean they cheat more. No, not cheating isn't hard. I don't know a single girl in my life who's ever cheated on her boyfriend, ever. If you've been cheated on in every relationship, most likely you are picking the wrong women. You know, if you're going to sit here and say I'm dating the wrong men, I'm going to sit here and say you're dating the wrong women. but I'll get flamed for it in ways you won't. People tend to make themselves look the victim. People do. Are you implying I am? Because I'm sitting here debating. But as soon as I say anything in defence, I'm made out to be a victim. Just gonna say I love you, you're speaking truth. Thanks, babe. I try. Girls won't admit to cheating until they get caught. Men won't admit to cheating until they get caught. It's the same. We're all human. There's no difference. I generalise too much. It's because if I speak on personal experience, I'm called a whore. Do I think men are wired to do bad things? No. I think every man and every woman is born with a pure, clean slate mind. I think people, the way the world is it influences people. They call influencers because they influence people. That's the way it goes. Andrew seems to tell the truth about both male and female nature. No, he doesn't. Yeah, this is about men. 20% of women cheat. Cool. Men are not allowed to agree. Is that what you mean? No, I'm saying. I'm not going to bother. You're not listening. There will never be equality. It's going to be women in power, so the opposite. I don't believe women will ever be fully in power in my lifetime. I don't believe I'll ever see women above men. I think the most we'll get to in my lifetime is equality. What do you do? Do you like when people do things that you openly say you don't like? In what context? Girls will have a backup in every relationship. That's not true. In my opinion, in my experience, that is not true. In my opinion, in my experiences, it's hard. I've never actually, until now, had to break up with someone. In my life, I've been broken up with a lot. So, might not want true if you want a victory. That's your opinion. Or you perform the wrong action in said relationship, causing them to not want to be with you. It's interesting, honestly, to read this stuff. Because, honestly, everyone has different opinions. Mine's my 17th birthday. It was last year. I don't want to date anymore, honestly. I'm gonna wait a while until yeah, let's talk about something else. Yeah, Christianity is not to do with this. God, these fucking comments. Do I think women should be or will eventually be above men? I don't believe they should be. I think there's a minuscule possibility they might be at some point, but I doubt it'll be in my lifetime. Do I want women to be above men? No, I want to be equal to them.